Hello and welcome to the Long View with me, Jon Jordan. Today we're playing Quantum Siege, which is Armada Interactive's PvP strategy game. Still in soft launch testing at the moment, so potentially not the finished game. And I'm playing the daily event at the moment, so let's go in and see what's going on there. So like lots of games, there's different kind of modes. There's a story mode, the versus mode, and then this daily event mode, which you kind of encourages you to do something every day. So it gives a good idea of the gameplay. So in we go. So in this game, gracious, this is the enemy base, and I've got to destroy the two red. Oh, there's only one. The one red ball there. It has 7,000 hit points. Then I drag my units to try and do the damage. Now let's have a look and see what we've got here. So we've not got any. We have got turrets inside, but we've got some enemies outside. You can see I've got a time, 3.5 minutes to start it. So let's. Quite a few different things going on here. Okay, so we'll start off with some of these superpowers, so I'm going to see if I can take him out. It probably won't because he's quite a heavily, quite a strong unit. So he only attacks other enemy machines, so he's not doing anything, but I can attack them. Now I'm going to drop this one on, which gives enemies damage. Hopefully my guys will survive this. Okay, so two of them survive, so now they can go on. And I wonder if they'll take down that machine, because you can see there's force fields across the gates. So until those force fields break, until we've destroyed the enemies. Oh no, in they go. Okay, so now I can maybe drop in some ranged troops. So they've done okay. They're fairly leveled up. So that's that turret now. So there's two turrets there. So they're taking out the turrets. Who should I put in now? So let's put in one of these. So this is. Oh, can I reach it? So this is a kind of catapult. But I've put it in the wrong place. Can I just reach that one? Okay, so these guys are coming out to take that apart. So that wasn't such a good move. Let's try and take some of those guys out. And now this big guy's coming out. So he's going to be the next. That's the next problem for me. So what I'm probably going to do is I could do something sneaky. And try and make a hole in the wall here. So see, to point out, it's recharging. So when I put a unit down, I have to wait a certain time to launch new units. In this level, actually, what's happening is you can see there's some other units just spawning. So anything's in blue, that's mine. And some of these things are spawning, which have nothing to do with me. I haven't chosen to spawn those. They're just part of the environment. Now we can see here there's kind of big battle going on, and you have two kind of hero characters put in your squad. Let's put some more range characters in. So the two hero characters in each squad are attacking. My one beat the other one. You can see here there's going to be some in the left. There's going to be some more characters spawning there. Some range characters for me. Let's drop in some more of these melee guys. And you see my catapult is still attacking that. It bashed a hole in the wall and now it's attacking that the goal that I need to do. So there's a battle going on here. So a bit of a tank rush that's looking okay. Let's try and zap him in there as well. So I could actually put another one of these in, and I have to show it where to fire. Some of the turrets have can aim themselves. So this is not going too badly. So you can see there's a bit of it's kind of interesting kind of flow you get in these kind of games where you're going to get a lot of characters on the screen at the same time, and you're having to wait. So it's quite tense to see whether you're going to kind of survive. But it's not too much of a tank rush because you can't just keep you can't kind of build up resources and then put all your guys in at once. So that what the developer's trying to do is kind of maintain a kind of an interesting situation all the time, so it's not just a big tank rush. So because the way the game works in terms of I'm collecting these keys similar to a kind of a loot box. Once I collect them I have to wait for them to unlock. So let's go off and do the could do the next. Just go and have a quick look at the army actually, so quickly go through what I've got. So the various characters that I've unlocked as I've been playing the game. Different kind of almost like different suites of characters. So like in a card game, you have kind of diamonds and spades and clubs, that kind of thing. This is my basic. This is the setup I was using down below. So we can see here very quickly. So this is one of the. I'm talking about hero characters. So this is the first one I actually get in the game. Daimios. He's an armored melee hero, so you can see his stats. You see he's a rare character. And then the other one, I didn't actually deploy her, is this one. She's a ranged character, Tara, so she's got this big rifle. A ranged damage hero, as you can see. And they have different abilities. So the one of the ones here is a decay damage. And then Demios had this photon blade, so this was a kind of laser bolt that we used. That was the first thing we used in the game. And then we have these other kind of characters. These are the melee guys. And then we had the ranged characters, the markswomen. And then there were these ones, weren't they? The electronic catapult. There's another one here which I've got in my setup, which is a kind of more defensive weapon. This will kind of self-aim a little bit. And then you have these two, which are, he's kind of nice, the nuclear ram. He just goes off and destroys those gates. He's a bit of a monster, but obviously you need to kind of clear the path for him to go in. And then there were these guys who I didn't deploy, but they did automatically deploy, these iron wolves. And they're kind of quite good, actually. They just go leaping off. They're quite aggressive. So that's my army. That's the one I'm going to use again. So that's partly because I've leveled up those guys the most. Let's see if we can finish off the daily event. Looks like there's one more over here. So again, this one's got more hit points. You can see it's pretty much the same setup in the sense that there's a big turret in the middle there. That's the gate we have to destroy. The quantum gate. There's these enemies hiding behind these shields, and there's this guy here. Their hero character. If I can select, I don't know if I can select him or not. Yeah, the Dominator. So he's their kind of hero character, and he actually has a skill that he can turn some of your turn your squad against you. So you have to be quite careful what you're using against him. So I think what how I'll probably start off is I'll try and drag that onto there. I don't know if I'll destroy it or not. Yeah, okay, that was good. It's good to get rid of that. So who's going to be spawning out here? So let's do the same as last time. The other thing to say is you can see here on these melee characters, there's three. There's three little dots below them, and that shows how many times you can spawn. So you can't just continually spawn these guys. There is a limit to it as well. So let's drop those three on. They can go and attack him. These guys are coming out, so have a bit of a battle here. Some more spawning, and I'm going to have some more spawning. So we're going to have a right old battle here. Let's drop in this that area damage thing we saw, because that's quite useful. Drop in some range characters. Oh, there's some drones coming in. And here's some more reinforcements for me coming around this side. Some range characters for them coming in. So it's all getting quite tasty. Let's drop in some more melee characters. Melee characters are quite good in the early stages of the game, I think. So now the architect guy's coming along. Actually, so maybe he's not doing his big move. So I could try and zap him. So he's taking a bit of damage. Now I'm going to drop in my main character like we did last time. I have a bit of a hero's battle. And I'll drop in this area damage thing as well. And now I probably oh, there's some beefy guys. So that's my ram. That's my atomic ram guy coming. Let's drop in some more melees. It's all getting nice and tasty here. Now let's try some wolves, because the wolves are good to show. I think we're doing okay. So drop in some wolves. They'll go leaping off and attack that character by lots of things. Yeah, and now we're well into destroying the gate. So let's help that out by dropping this in and just destroy that thing as well. So there's these characters spawning in off the background. Those ones are mine. The red ones are the enemies. Let's help out with a bit of zapping from space. And let's drop in. Let's drop in my. Oh, done it. Okay, I didn't need to drop anyone else in. So this is actually, as the game, I've been playing the game. This is actually, these are quite easy. These daily events. I mean, I'm playing the easy one at the moment. Maybe let's go in and play a harder one later. So I've got 3 of those to go. Let's have. Is there another one? Okay, so I've finished the normal. Let's go in and play a hard one then and see. So we see these enemies are going to be level 5, so it's quite significantly harder. Let's see if I can be as successful. Probably not. This game, I mean, it's a PvP game, so it is pretty hard. So hit points are up again to 13,000. This is the level. So we've got so we've got 4 turrets, level 5 turrets. So I won't be able to take them out. Everything's level 5 on this one. So what shall we do? Well, let's see how. Let's just take a bit of that out. See how. Oh, I did take it out. That was good. Okay, so let's. So these big ones. I should have taken the big one out really. Let us see. Let's drop in some melee characters. They're probably going to get taken out fairly quickly, but they'll take out that turret. And now I'm going to drop in this ranged hero because she can take out the turrets from long distance. She's going to have to be supported. She's going to have to definitely be supported because this is a bit of a nightmare. So she's going to need some melee guys coming in. Oh, she's dead already. But she did take out that turret. He's coming. Okay, so let's sneakily. Drop in some melee guys, try and get them in there, put a laser bolt in, so there's a big battle happening here. While that's happening, we're probably going to lose this one, but let's put in one of those. His hero characters out. Look at that, look at all those guys coming, so that's going to be a nightmare, but we can put in some damage, some area damage there. Didn't get very far. Okay, so this is kind of the problem now. They've got a lot of characters, and it's going to be pretty hard for me to take all those guys out. So let's wait for these guys to spawn. Obviously they'll be spawning new characters as well, but this is going to be interesting. So what I'm going to do is wait for those. In they come. Where are they coming from? So they're going to move. I'm going to be a bit... they're going to die very quickly. So let's drop him in. Let's zap those. You can see all these guys coming out. Let's put some area damage in. I'm going to probably lose my hero here. Might be able to help him out by putting a turret in. See, now I'm waiting for this time. No, that's good. The problem is now everything is going to get wiped out pretty quickly. Anything I drop in is just going to get taken out by those guys. And now this is kind of the interesting thing with the game is now I can't create enough enemies. I can't create enough units to kind of help out the situation. So potentially I can do some clever stuff and try and drop in around there. But I've not even done any hit points for that gate, and now look at all these guys coming around. So it's pretty difficult. And he just died. So I could desperately try and just attack the gate like that. And I've got quite a lot of units left, but I just can't spawn them in fast enough time because I have to have these. It takes 6 seconds. And this is kind of the interesting thing with the game is it's quite a difficult game once you get to this stage because there's just nothing you can really do. I know I've lost the game at this stage. They're going to jump over that wall, but they're just going to get massacred because there's so many other enemies. I never took out that gate, and I can just kind of drop all these things in, but immediately they're just going to get kind of destroyed. It's quite unforgiving, really. And I won't even kind of play on any further because you can just see the amount of units he's got there. Anything I put up is just going to get destroyed. So this is kind of an interesting thing. I wonder how much this will change in soft launch. I think the developers tried to change this by having these kind of self-spawning units, so you get a bit of help. But when you get to this state, there's not a lot you can do. If you had a level 100 character, maybe you could do it. But it's a game that's very susceptible to the initial stages, I think. And getting maybe a bit like chess. I don't know. Maybe that's maybe a bit of a far analogy, but very early on, you have to be very careful in how the units you're choosing and how you're reacting to the situation. So yeah, I lost that one. So you see the kind of difference in the difficulty level as well, and that was only the hard level. So remember, there is also an insane. And should point out, my army. So this is my army down the bottom. So not all of mine were level 5 anyway, but clearly I think I'm going to have to be a better player and probably leveling up my characters to level 5, level 6, potentially level 7, in order to kind of be doing those hard events. So anyway, that was just a quick look at Quantum Siege. As I say, game's been in soft launch for a couple of months now. Very much focusing on competitive PvP kind of elements, and maybe in another video we can look at the versus stuff a bit more as well, which is the same gameplay but a slightly different setup. So anyway, thanks for watching. This is the long view where we play free-to-play mobile games and do videos about the things we like. So if you enjoy that, please do subscribe to our channel But thanks for watching the video, and hope to see you again soon.